What is up, dudes? Today we're doing a little video about Warzone and what we could see from Black Ops Cold War that could be put into Warzone coming up here. From Charlie Intel and Activision, they all came out with like this little press briefing or kind of a talk about what they're going to be doing with the upcoming game, Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. And we got a little bit of information, a little bit of tidbit, a little bit of titillating details for you guys here that tell us a little bit of information of what we could see. Hopefully we get some teasers and stuff coming down the line. I'm hoping a new event happens somewhere here and there, especially after the Zombies Royale thing was pretty cool. The Halloween update was pretty cool. Can't wait to see something new coming. But they said today that the first season of in-game content, Season 1 for Black Ops Cold War and for Warzone, won't be happening until December, which means the rumors are correct. Season 7 for Modern Warfare is, I would say, 95% likely going to happen just because of this remark, because that would give just the enough time for another season to happen in Modern Warfare. Even though this game's going to be out, Black Ops Cold War is going to be out during this time, it's going to give enough time for you to play Warzone, still do up through the season battle pass. I don't know if the progression is going to work on both games, even if it's just a Season 7 in Modern Warfare and Warzone. Don't know how that's going to work, but at least for Warzone, you're going to still have another season before Black Ops Cold War integrates themselves into the Warzone experience, which is, I kind of like this, so we're not going to have a boring, like, a 1 month drought of nothing, or a month and a half a drought of no content for either game, Warzone or Black Ops Cold War. At least we're going to have it for something, and then it's probably going to lead up to the point where Modern Warfare finally has its cliffhanger for Modern Warfare 2 to come out in 2021. Now, we speculated a lot of different things here all over the community now, that there's going to be a nuke event because that the missile or rocket or whatever you want to call it, spaceship, a lot of people call it many different things, has yet to go off. We've seen a nuke in Bunker 11. We've done all those Easter eggs. We've seen the other bunker, I believe Bunker 1 or Bunker 0, whatever it's called, over on the south side of Warzone. That one has literally a full-on rocket underneath it, a Soviet-era rocket. We thought that was going to go off for the Black Ops Cold War reveal event. Didn't happen. None of the rockets have gone off whatsoever. No explosions, nothing besides stadium blowing up from C4. So nothing exciting has happened yet. Now, I believe in Season 7, that rocket is going to lead up to the event of what either happens in Warzone and maybe leaves a cliffhanger for Modern Warfare 2 to expand itself on and then go from there, or they're going to do it where it's just a cliffhanger only for Modern Warfare 2, and then the game for Warzone is going to start sliding over, and then we get whatever Black Ops Cold War has in store for a new Warzone experience of a map. Now, I'm worried about this because I personally like the Verdansk map, and I don't want to see this get just shoved under the rug and just pushed away like a unwanted child or something. I don't want that. I want both of the maps to be here just in case one gets boring after a while. You can go back to the other one and vice versa. And apparently there is going to be another map coming that has been sort of leaked or teased or whatever. There's been pictures floating around for months now of Rebirth Island coming as a map. And if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically just Alcatraz map from Black Ops 4's Blackout, which is a smaller BR map. I believe it started out with like 60 players, but there was always like multiple respawns that would happen. I believe you got like 4 or 5, or maybe it was a circle-based mode or something, but it worked similar to how Blackout worked, and the last survivor at the end won because there was no more respawns or whatever coming in. So it's kind of like a mini BR in Warzone is how it worked on a smaller map as a whole. And it was super fun, super chaotic. There were zombies, everything, but apparently that map's coming as well. So are we going to have 3 maps in Warzone, or are they only going to take away Verdansk, give us the new map, and then maybe Rebirth Island? Don't know what is going to go on there. But let's talk about progression system now. that they said is going to be happening in Black Ops Cold War and in Warzone as it progresses over time to kind of link in with Warzone. They said that the new Black Ops weapons and operators you can unlock in level 1 to 55 progression will be usable in Black Ops and in Warzone. Just like how it works in Modern Warfare, Black Ops Battle Pass content and store content will also work across Black Ops and Warzone. Now, they said that all players can continue to use their Modern Warfare content in Warzone once Black Ops launches. As a result, one cool feature will we see, and that they will be able to choose either their Black Ops loadout or Modern Warfare loadout in Warzone for their gameplay. Now, this seems pretty cool, right? I've talked about this before while I was worried about what will happen to Warzone if Black Ops comes over and does this sort of system. I like the idea of it. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be super cool to see how these all work, but I don't know how the balancing is going to work. I don't know if they're going to have to ban certain weapons once in a while, flip a rotation of what weapons you can use from each game. It seems like this, they're going to be able to use any game or any gun from any game. You're going to be able to use whatever gun you want from Modern Warfare and whatever gun you want from Black Ops Cold War, for example, and any perks, any equipment. Now, a lot of the equipment don't work the same. I don't know how that's going to work. So are they going to port over the same feelings that you get while using Black Ops Cold War weapons to Warzone? Or is it going to be Black Ops Cold War weapons with a Modern Warfare feel to them? Because if you're going from Black Ops Cold War's gunplay, it does not feel the same as Warzone or Modern Warfare's gunplay whatsoever. I personally would rather take any Modern Warfare weapon over any Black Ops Cold War weapon, because it just feels better. There's not a lot of visual kick that's happening on your screen that makes it almost impossible to hit a moving target from a distance. Anyone in the right mind that is wanting to take Warzone competitively will not use a Black Ops Cold War weapon in this game unless it's completely broken, because it just doesn't feel the same. So I don't know how they're going to work this in. Especially if you're really liking the Black Ops Cold War experience, and then let's say they take those weapons that you have already made in classes, and then you want to go play it in Warzone. What if they don't feel the same? Then you're not going to be used to that. They're not going to feel the same. It's not going to move the same. Things are not going to react the same way that they do in multiplayer. So I don't know how they're going to do this, because both the C4s from both games don't do the same thing. Both the nade throwables, they don't throw the same distance. There's a lot of different things that can happen. This is what worries me a lot about what they're doing with Warzone currently. Now, this is all that I have right now. They say there's a lot of free post-launch content for multiplayer and zombies and for Warzone. Everything's going to stay free the same way they're going to be working on it, the same way they did with Modern Warfare, and the community is going to love it. The overall progression, unlocked content were really built upon what we really worked well for the Modern Warfare community, and we think all players will be excited to check it out once Black Ops Cold War has to offer it as well. This is a lot of media talk. It's a lot of hyping up their game. We'll have to see it when it actually comes out. Who knows if all this will actually come out in December. Honestly, they could piece things together. They might give us a new map in December after Season 7 of Modern Warfare, or they could just be like, hey guys, we're just going to allow you to use some classes here and there of Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War in Warzone. So make sure you change up your classes, because a lot of these guns are not going to work anymore. So who knows what's going to happen. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think you want to happen, because this seems a little troubling, to say the least, honestly. And before I go, I just want to show you guys on the screen right now, if you guys are playing this on PC, get ready for a huge, huge download of a game. This is mind-blowing. Obviously, I don't know any of you guys that have an Ultra RTX 3080 graphics card right now, because the 3080s are almost impossible to get to. I personally only have an i7 7700K for my CPU, and I only have a 1080 graphics card, so I'm going to have to upgrade eventually to the i9 9900K. So this is a lot. This is a lot of stuff. The minimum is pretty low, but obviously the competitive, you're going to want to have a pretty nice computer to get yourself to run this game. Obviously, if the game ran before for you in the beta, it's probably going to run for you in the full release. But this is a hefty download for a game straight off the bat for anyone that needs to get a new hard drive. I'm with you, man. I'm going to have to get a new hard drive just to fill this baby up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Freaky. If you're new to this channel, drop the subscribe button, drop that like button, and I will see you in the next one.